The Environmental Working Group has released a report showing that the majority of Donald Trump's farm bailout money is actually going to big industrial farms and not the small farmers that he promised would be the main beneficiaries of this bailout that United States taxpayers are paying for. Here's what the group found. The top 1% received 13% of the federal payments, or more than $177,000 apiece. The bottom 80%, on the other hand, got an average payment of $5,136. 3 of the fat cats received more than $1 million each, while 45 of them got more than $500,000. So the average payment to 80% of farmers in this country was about $5,000. That's it. We destroyed your livelihood with these trade wars. My policies are driving you into the ground. Here's $5,000. That ought to do it, right? Oh, but you're a big industrial farm? You make millions upon millions, if not billions of dollars a year, and I've somehow harmed you? My God, I am so sorry. Here's $1 million for you. Here's the thing. This is why this is so infuriating. Not just because it's Donald Trump trying to buy votes, but because these small farmers survive season to season. Okay? They don't have big stockpiles of money. They don't have millions of dollars sitting in the stock market or a hedge fund somewhere or sitting offshore. What they've got is in their bank account. And when that runs out, they got nothing. But these big industrial farmers sitting on millions and millions of dollars, yeah, they can weather it. They can stick it out for a couple of years before they even start to feel a little bit of a loss here. But these other farmers can't. 3-4 months at a time per season here. That's how they live. That's their livelihood. And you're offering them a paltry $5,000. And you think that they're so podunk and just absolute garbage people that $5,000 is enough to buy their vote back. Hopefully it's not. Unfortunately, I'm sure for some of them it is. Because we've seen the interviews with farmers who've gone bankrupt from his trade war saying, I'll never turn on him. Okay, well, that's a psychosis right there. That needs to be diagnosed and dealt with medicine or therapy. But for these other folks, the folks who aren't necessarily political, maybe they lean right, maybe they lean left, they're just trying to live their lives. And they're finding that impossible to do. And sure, $5,000 may help for a couple weeks, maybe, but it certainly isn't enough to recoup the losses that these people are experiencing. They need real help. And not just in the form of a bailout. They need this trade war to end immediately. That is the only thing that is going to save these farms. But yet Donald Trump tells us he may drag it on past the 2020 presidential election. These farmers won't survive that. Certainly not if the government's giving them $5,000 every 6 months. They're going to go under. But the big guys, as the Environmental Working Group pointed out in this new report, they're going to be just fine. They're not going to suffer any problems. They're just going to get a little bit more money to pad their bottom lines, maybe give their CEOs a little bit bigger bonus, and when all is said and done, maybe throw a couple million to the campaigns of the Republicans. Thanks for watching, everybody, and don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.